Because look at all their tassels and their ribbons. That's the back to red program, the ones with the blue ribbons. So they did like all AP classes, and that's all like college course credit. I should have brought my selfie stick thingy. Yes! Nessa! Woo! She is not looking. She's like, oh my gosh, don't embarrass me. Where's she sitting?
Second row, like fourth seat.
On this side? Oh, yeah.
Nessa! Woo! Dad! There's a canopy over there. Stand under it.
Woo!
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Foothill High School Commencement Ceremony. I'm Matt Dupersek, this year's ASB president. I'd like to introduce the Foothill High School Choir under the direction of Mrs. Chelsea Dane, who will perform the national anthem. Audience, please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red lamps bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still
thank you all for coming to this extremely unique graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. You may be seated. I'm sure I speak for every single senior when I say this wasn't necessarily the final year of high school we were expecting. However, today, instead of thinking about all the negative things that came with this year and all the things that we missed, I like to think of this year as a little bit of a detour. To me, a detour is an alternate route that eventually takes you to your desired location. Detours can come with some bumpy roads, surprises, and a need for some extra gasoline. This final year for us was far from smooth, and I'm sure we experienced more trials and tribulations than we have ever experienced in any one school year. I mean, it's not very often where you have to live through a pandemic, let alone finish your high school years. We all experienced some surprises too. An embarrassing moment when we weren't muted and the whole class heard a YouTube video we were watching, or seeing a good grade on a test when we thought we didn't do too well. This year was challenging in many ways, and we all needed the extra fuel to get through it, and that's a testament to us and all that we were able to accomplish. This year shows the true colors of our class. We found our resilience when we persevered through the obscurity of remote learning. And just like a detour, the vision of our final destination held firmly in our minds, motivating us to work hard, to do our best, and to prepare for our next journey. Now that vision is true. Even if at one point we weren't sure how we would celebrate our commencement, gathered here in person, honoring the milestone of this unique period, something so ordinary today is extraordinary. Even after a detour comes to a close, we will be ready for the future. I'm proud of all we were able to accomplish, no matter how big or how small. No matter where you're going now, I wish you all the best of luck. It was a tremendous honor to serve as your president this year, and I'm so proud to say that I'm a member of the Foothill High School class of 2021. The next time you travel, you get lost, you see a detour, you will not be afraid. You will be inspired. Let the challenge of your next detour excite you. Thank you. And now, I want to welcome the principal of Foothill High School, Ms. Michelle England.
Good morning, and again, welcome to the families, graduates, and staff to the commencement ceremony of our outstanding graduating class of 2021. I would like to welcome our distinguished guests that are here with us this morning. School Board Clerk, James Laird. School Board Member, Allison DeMichelis. And the Tustin Unified School District Superintendent, Dr. Gregory Franklin. Also, I'd like to recognize the partnership of Tustin Unified School District and Tustin Toyota with the very exciting program called the Toyota Drive for Student Engagement. Unfortunately, we did not win the drawing this year. However, a brand new car was donated by Tustin Toyota and will be given away to a graduating senior at Tustin High School who was selected during a random drawing earlier this month. 193 Foothill students were also eligible for the drawing. And I just wanted to draw attention to all of the students who were highly engaged in such an unusual year, and would like to thank Tustin Toyota for their continued partnership. So thank you to Tustin Toyota. Graduates, your time has finally come to leave Foothill. This means something slightly different for each of you. For some, leaving Foothill also means physically leaving the home that you grew up in and the family who loves you. For others, leaving Foothill also means leaving the friends that you have spent countless hours with, talking about everything and nothing at all, friends who have become more like family. And for others, leaving Foothill will be just momentary, and there will be a day, either when you have children of your own or when a career move lands you in a classroom, that you may walk the very hallways again. But one thing is true for all graduates here. Today marks the symbolic end of your childhood and the beginning of your adulthood. This is both exciting and a little bit scary. It's exciting to not be welcomed and dismissed by bells every day. It's exciting to not be stopped and questioned every time you have to use the restroom. It's exciting that you will never have to serve any of those detentions that you got in your junior year. The good and the bad news for what comes next is that your choices have just opened up to you exponentially. The choices that you make, the small, seemingly inconsequential ones, and the big paradigm-altering ones, are all in your hands. It really is up to you what your life will be like. Again, really exciting stuff, also a little scary. What is important to know and hold close to you when the scary moments begin to outweigh the excitement is that you are prepared for this. You are ready to make the choices that will be the building blocks of your life. You have learned many lessons, have come across many mentors, and have overcome many adversities, including a global pandemic. You've definitely got this. Thank you to all of the families in attendance watching today for your love and support of these graduates. Graduates and families, we are proud and excited to celebrate this accomplishment with you today. We look forward to hearing about the choices you make that help build the successes in your future and the joy in your lives. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. And now, please welcome Marco Ramirez as he reads his speech entitled Just the Beginning.
The first day of high school is always a nerve-wracking yet thrilling experience. When I entered Foothill's campus as a sophomore transfer student from OSHA, I felt like I had finally found my home. Immediately, I felt a sense of community, not only from the students, but also the staff and faculty. One of my earliest Foothill memories was stepping foot on campus and a man behind me shouting, "What it is." I turned around to meet EJ, who showed me how to navigate the campus and find my locker. Choosing to take a risk on a new school was a scary decision, but entering Foothill High School was a choice I will never regret. Foothill has opened up so many opportunities for us, whether it be through electives, sports, or academics. For me, as an aspiring journalist, I couldn't have found a more perfect place. Over the past 3 years, FTV allowed me to explore my passion, serving as reporter, anchor, and executive producer. Watching athletes take home the wins for our school, artists master their craft, and musicians steal the stage, I know that finding a sense of place, a sense of home, at Foothill is something not unique to me. This school has built a strong family willing to go the extra mile to help their students succeed. The number of times I've gone into a teacher's classroom during lunch to ask for help on something I didn't understand, you'd think they'd start locking up their doors so they could eat in peace. Even through the pandemic, the Foothill family has been there to support us, whether it be email updates or tutorials on Wednesdays. Even if we were sometimes half asleep, or some of you guys, I won't point fingers, completely knocked out. Our school has proved to us over and over again that they care, not only for our grades, but also for our passions, our happiness, and our mental health. It's crazy to think that our whole education has amounted to this very moment. Look around, soak it all in. The pride in your teachers' faces, the nervous excitement in your peers' grins, the overflowing emotions in your parents' eyes, our family. On a day like this, we can't forget to thank the people who held our hands as we walked into our first day of kindergarten. Your dad, who checked up on you to make sure you had a good school day. Your grandparents, who would surprise you at your soccer games. Your siblings, who were always there by your side to give you some of the best advice. your mom, who was only a call away when you forgot your soccer cleats or permission slip. Don't forget to thank them for their unconditional love and support that has brought you to this moment. We are all adults now, entering the next chapters of our lives, taking on new responsibilities, leaving behind our comfort zones. However, there is no need to stress, to feel nervous, or be afraid. Not only do we have the support of Foothill and our families, but we have ourselves to count on. Our class is the definition of persistence. We know what it feels like to study late into the night when all you want to do is pull the sheets over your head and fall asleep. We've written research papers we didn't know we could write, solved the math problems with symbols most wouldn't recognize, created art that impresses our peers, and beaten teams that seemed undefeatable. We've even managed to survive the challenges of junior and senior year classes online in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. I honestly don't know what could stop us. I can't wait to see how far our persistence, kindness, and knowledge takes us. I close my eyes and picture nights running companies, winning awards, saving lives, starting families that carry on the Foothill legacy. Who knows, maybe even a few TikTok stars mixed in here too. We will take on our futures repping our school, our families, ourselves with pride. Take it all in. This is your moment. Cheers to our future and having fun, like I know you all can. Accomplishing everything and anything we set our minds to. Class of 2021, let's party. 6 feet apart, of course. And now, please welcome Kate Hansen as she sings The Climb.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting for the other side. It's the climb.
The California Scholarship Federation is an organization